What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Goros TV. It's your boy Rod again with another video. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like and the subscribe button. On our way to 100 subscribers, please hit the like, share the video, turn on that notification bell for when we drop new videos, guys. I just have some little news that's going on right now. We have what I want to bring to the chat this morning, or to the show this morning, is one, we have information pretty much that the Cunha deal is almost done for Man United. We also have some news that Ruben Amorim for Man United will also need another number 10. So not just Cunha that is on the list. So they need another number 10. So there's some news that they want Bryan Mbuemo from Brentford. So we also have Liverpool, who are also interested in Kerkes, the left back for Bournemouth. He's very talented left back in the Premier League, and he's really young too. I guess he's under 24. Liverpool is trying to make that deal happen. And then we also have a shocking Brazilian move for Cristiano Ronaldo, because this Brazilian team, I don't know which one, because I don't think there's a name that's been given for the club. So it's still not out yet which club wants Ronaldo to be signed for him to play at the FIFA Club World Cup in America. So let's dive into it. Hope you guys are having a good week this Monday morning. But let's dive into it. So Matheus Cunha for Wolves, I guess they have a game. Their last game is against is it Brighton? Crystal Palace. I guess their last game is against Crystal Palace. But Cunha is a number 10 that has the potential to, he's really proven. For example, he stayed at Wolves when Wolves were a relegation battle. He stayed, and he single-handedly pretty much kept Wolves afloat in the Premier League. He's really talented. He has that fight, that passion for the game. He's Brazilian. He has all the qualities that takes to what Amorim is looking for in number 9. He carries the ball. He's comfortable on the ball. He's calm on the ball. He makes decisive decisions. He can feed the striker. He assists. So because the problem with Man United, for the striker, for example, they barely get service. Rasmus has faced this situation since he's pretty much has been a Man United, especially this season. This makes people think he's like so bad to be a number 9, and they need another striker, which I get. He's young. He has not really mastered his craft. He's new to the league. I know this is his second season, but his first season was pretty good. He had 15 goals in all competitions. That's not bad for a first season for a young striker who left Atalanta to come to Man United. And then the team at which he was at the time, the players who are young who come to Man United don't really have the fertile ground for where they could be nurtured to be superstars or to get the best out of them, because when you're young, you get to be burnt out because you play so many games, because most of the senior players are not that talented or don't have that much passion. So I get why they need a striker, and there's talk of Kerkes to be the signing that Amorim wants. And there's Liam Delap. I don't think Liam Delap is that player who they'll need right now to help Man United go to the next level. He's the team that just, this is first season. Like Kerkes is a player who's already made. He knows the system of Amorim like a back of his hand. So Amorim would really like this player. But the thing is with that deal is, I think Man United have asked Kerkes to wait. He has that cup final in Portugal against Benfica on the weekend. So I think he has not made his decision yet too on what club is going to go, because Arsenal are also on for this deal. Arsenal really want a striker, and I think I don't blame Arsenal for doing that. In my previous video I did yesterday, you can tell Arsenal need a striker, because I think that's what has held them back when it comes to achieving major titles or silverware in Europe and in the league. Because they were this close to achieving the league with Man City, but for some reason, the one season that Man City fell off, Liverpool stepped up and claimed the title. And Arsenal, I think the problem is not having a striker, because they missed a lot of chances. They have good quality and creativity players, but the finishing part is what is killing Arsenal. But the games that they should have put to bed, but the goals are what matter. So I see what they want to do, Kerkes, but Amorim has this personal relationship with Kerkes, which I think would be like a spice to why he could join Man United, because I think Man United have told him like, okay, just wait till Wednesday. Let's see if we win the trophy or not, or the Europa League, because I think with that would pivot a lot of things of how Man United wants to go about the transfer window, because then their future will be known like, okay, we're going to the Champions League. That's something they could table to Kerkes. We are going to the Champions League. They might have the money to buy. I guess it's like 55 million euros for Kerkes, and so I think that can be done if actually Man United win the Europa League come Wednesday. So that's what we could do on the lookout to see how that pans out. But I think Matheus Cunha is the deal Man United is going to do absolutely, because if we win the Europa League, I won't be surprised that it gets announced that Matheus Cunha will be a Manchester United player. I know they won't do like the financial figure because they have to wait till I guess it's June 1st or July 1st when the new financial year starts. So keep that on the lookout. Matheus Cunha could probably be announced in a week or by the end of the week if Man United win the Europa League against Spurs. Then next we also have another information that Ruben Amorim needs another number 10. So not just Cunha, he needs another number 10. So we know on that position he has shared Ahmad, he has shared Garnacho, he has shared Xerxes, he has shared Bruno, and then we have Mount. But I don't think the Garnacho and whoever have played have been that productive. That because Garnacho is a little selfish, and I know he's young, he can change from that, but he's selfish. So Amorim needs two number 10s, and there's talk of Bryan Mbuemo from Brentford. Mbuemo is absolutely a catch. It's absolutely a deal that you can do and you won't regret it because he is very passionate. He's Cameroonian, he's physical, he's passionate, he's creative, he scores a lot of goals, he defends as well. So I can see why. Because guys, just look at this lineup. Should Manchester United win the Europa League and make these signings happen, Kerkes as the number 9, Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbuemo as the two number 10s. And then on the wing back, you have Dogu, you have Ahmad. And then the two midfielders, you have Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes. And then you have Delete, you have Lenioro or Maguire, or you have Delete, Mazraoui, Lenioro, they have Onana. Like this is a very good team for a step forward. That team that I just mentioned right now is a good team for a way forward because that front, just that attack, that lineup will cause a lot of problems. Bryan Mbuemo and Cunha, very calm on the ball, creative, physical, they can press. They will be a good fit for that system. So can you imagine if that actually happens? That would be a good vision for Amorim. That would be a good team Amorim could work with because those players are players who take into consideration what the manager needs. So it would be nice. But then in that kind of situation with that team, if you have people like Casemiro, if he keeps his form, Mount, then Xerxes or Garnacho or whoever they are keeping on the bench, so they have a good starting 11, then they have a good bench. So a player not be doing good in the field, you can turn to the bench and be like, okay, Mount will offer something. So he needs another number 10. So Bryan Mbuemo was the name that's been mentioned. So I think this would be another good deal for Man United if that happens. I like Mbuemo, even when he plays for the national team in Cameroon, he offers a lot. He's creative, he's very, very good on the ball, he's calm. So I think that's another good signing that if Man United have the opportunity to win the Europa League, it could be a really good summer for Man United. Because if you want to catch those who are at the top, for example, you want to do it with players who have the potential to get you closer. You don't want to go to like Delap. Delap, he did it in the Premier League, not like he's young. Those are learner drivers. Those are people who still need like growing. They still need growth. But Kerkes, for example, he's established. You can see this season he has over 65 or 66 goals and assist contributions in all competitions in Europe, be it at national team level in Sweden and for Portugal and for Sporting Lisbon. He's a player Amorim coached from when he was, I don't know if it was Crystal Palace, but I know he was at a little club when Amorim picked him and took to Sporting and made him this monster in front of goal. He is impeccable. Kerkes can score with his eyes closed. Yeah. But again, Cunha and Bryan Mbuemo, Cunha I think will be announced first, because I would love that deal. Man United fans will love that deal. He's a very talented player, and that would be nice. I know Wolves will pretty much lose if they have that kind of player leave, because I think he's the person who is really pushing Wolves. I know some people don't want him because there was that incident where he was sent off because I guess he had he lost his shit or something like that. People think like his attitude. No, no, but sometimes you need those players who have that zeal, that fight, that aggressiveness. You need that. That's football. Football is not all that soft, like baby's butt type game. You want a game where people still have that passion where they go. Like back like in the early 2020, 2008, 2009, then you see this rivalry. You see players who are aggressive. For example, Gattuso or this Mascherano. That's how football used to be. The only thing I don't like about that, because then it was really more of like dangerous because some of the way the defenders went, or some of the way the players went about it. But like now, there's a little control, so you don't damage or you don't injure players on purpose. But other than that, you still want players who have that charisma, to like passion for the game. They want to win. They want to fight for every ball. They want to win trophies. So they have something to always prove. They have something to fight for. But yeah, that's Bryan Mbuemo and Cunha will be a good sign for Man United. I really really love that for Man United fans to see players who actually offer something ahead in the attacking third of the field. But then our next topic is Liverpool's interest in Kerkes, the left back for Bournemouth. Guys, this is another player who I guess last season Manchester United fans really wanted him for the team as a left back. He's young. He offers a lot of assists because he does that cross in the ball, like in the 2 meter box, that is very very vital, because sometimes you never expect them to happen. So those unexpected crosses can leave defenders unaware, and those are the things that defenders don't want. Defenders always want to predict and know what you're about to do, but when you don't know what you're about to do, that's their nightmare. So Kerkes for Liverpool, guys, this just ticks the box for what they are doing in the transfer window. Slot came, didn't get no transfer, won the league with the players he got. It just makes sense. They'll be in Europe at this point. They don't have nothing to worry about. They could still lose their game against Brighton. Who cares today? Nobody cares. At the end of the day, they know their future. They'll be in the Champions League. They already won the league. What do they have to lose? Nothing. They are almost close to signing or completing the deal for Frimpong as a right back to replace Chen Alexander-Arnold. Tick, tick, tick. Like they are doing business in a very fine way where they don't have nothing to worry about. They are not in the FIFA Club World Cup, so they have enough time to get their signings in, to get in preseason. They will look dangerous next season for the World Cup, because even though they won the league, some people, some teams who might actually win the league and just feel like, okay, we are the best, we don't need to do signings and stuff like that. But sometimes when you're at the top, you just want to keep strengthening, So Kerkes, I guess they're trying to do someone who will be like the heir to the throne to Robertson's position, because Robertson is also getting old. He has been there for 6-7 years now at Liverpool. But Kerkes is a really, really, really fantastic player. He's primarily proven, he's young. So Liverpool has at least like 5-6 years to get out of him, at top or peak form. So Liverpool is not messing around this business. Like them just winning this league, they have a lot of money from being in the Champions League and from winning the league, and the team will also add money to Ansel to make his summer fantastic. But this will be his first summer. So can you imagine how much money he's going to get to buy players that he will need? Like that midfield is already insane with Gravenberg and McAllister and Gakpo and all these other players. Like the team is already like stacked. It's already stacked. So they only get stronger and stronger. So at this point, I will still put them favorite to win the league next season. If teams don't really do business, because teams like Man City, Chelsea, Man United. Let me not put Man United first, because theirs is like bottom of the barrel. So if they don't, let me start with like the Nottingham Forests, Chelsea, Man City, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Bournemouth. Those teams who want to qualify for Europe can't really do business right now because they don't know their future, and it's just up and up. So pretty much, I guess, with the games that play on the weekend, that's when some teams will know whether they're in Europe or not. I guess from that way they could know the transfers they're trying to do or what they need, or how to go about their business. But for now, those teams those clubs are still in limbo. They are just back and forth, not knowing what is going on. So they can't really do any business now. Arsenal is doing business because they know they're in Europe. They know they'll be in the Champions League. So that's why they're trying to get all the yearly goals. You know, for example, like Zubimendi is already in. They're trying to get Gyökeres too. So those teams like they don't get their business done because they already know what they are about or what they are going for their next, what their future is next season. But Man United, for example, too, the Spurs, they can't really do business because they have the Europa League final on Wednesday. So should Man United win, then they could know what they are doing. If they win, they're in Europe, they're in the Champions League. They could start offering, they could start speaking to the agents of other players like Gyökeres or maybe Mbuemo, whoever player they want to get again. But that's just what it is with the Premier League now. It's really tight, and just because Crystal Palace won that FA Cup, it just messes everything up. If Chelsea also win the Conference League, like the Premier League this season, like the teams, like it was really competitive. So you can see how things turn out. Like Crystal Palace will be in the UEFA Europa League. If Chelsea win the Conference League, they will be in Europe. So now Man City might not be in Europe. Newcastle, like this is why football is really great, because you see how one thing could just upset an entire season with some of the clubs who thought they will go. I don't know what it is that went wrong with Man City. I know they talk about Rodri not being there, is why they were down, but there have been times where they have a lot of players that are really, really fantastic that they could win even the league still, but it just happens that they just did not live up to expectations this season. And you can't really blame some of the players. You have to hold Pep Guardiola for that, because sometimes you have to tweak certain things. Most of the players too fell down. They dropped levels. We had Phil Foden, who was the player of the season last year. This season, I don't think he even has up to 10 goals or 10 assists. It's really crazy. De Bruyne at the beginning wasn't that good until towards the end of the season that he started shining. Haaland has been out of injury. Mamush came, was scoring a couple of goals, but that dwindled. The defense line has been weak. Edison has not been that good this season, so they conceded a lot of goals. Man City lost at least. I'm sure they lost like almost 12 games, 13 games this season in all competitions. Yeah, that's how bad they have been. But guys, it's insane. It's insane. So the other thing I was trying to bring to the chat is Ronaldo at El Nassr this season, nothing worked for them. They won't even be in the AFC Champions League next season because they didn't have enough space. They didn't get enough points, or their season wasn't good to even make them to be in it. Karim Benzema's team, El Ittihad, they won the league. That team, the strength is so Ronaldo is not happy with El Nassr, or there's a little feud between them because he asked the team to do reinforcements. The only thing they did was add Duran, and that wasn't enough. If you want to compete and win titles, you need players that can help you out. The defense of El Nassr is not that good. Midfield is shaky. Ronaldo did a lot for the team this season, scored a lot of goals, like what he normally would do. But at the end, he can't just not just be about Ronaldo. He can't do it all by himself. I know we always say he does it by himself, but sometimes you need to reinforce if you want to win titles. El Hilal, they have a lot of players. They bought João Cancelo. Neymar was there. They got Koulibaly. They have Bono. That's their goalkeeper. They have McAllister. They have a really good squad. Ronaldo was at Atletico Madrid, also went there. João Cancelo. So their team is that. So you can see why they have what's his name? Not Milankovic Savic. The guy who was at Fulham. I can't remember his name, but he's just striker too, But Ronaldo has got this proposal from a Brazilian club. I don't know if it's Fluminense or what team it is that wants Ronaldo who wants to sign Ronaldo so he can partake in the Club World Cup. Guys, this will be good for the tournament because Lionel Messi will be in the tournament. Fans want to see a situation where Ronaldo and Messi go ahead again in the tournament. So this will be good for the business. I know people have that talk that Ronaldo might not play in the United States, but the last time he played in America was in 2014 with Real Madrid. in the preseason, and he didn't go to tour in America when he was at Man United. I guess that's when he had that thing with the club. You know, his daughter has just had passed away. He's one of his twins. And then he had that video with uh, what's his name again? The British guy. Um, uh, what's his name? I can't remember this guy's name. Just give me 1 second. Let me look. Ronaldo interview. Oh, Piers Morgan. Yeah, Piers Morgan. Where he did that interview. So this will be good. He has not played in the, I guess in the last 2 games. He has not played. Um, and he wants to win titles too. He wants to win the trophy. He hasn't won. I know he won that first. Was it the Kings Cup? His very first season at El Nassr. But that's still enough. You know, he was hoping that they could win the league, but that didn't happen. They got knocked out in the AFC Champions League. Was it the final? Yeah, that was the final. He didn't win, and that was sad to see that he didn't win. Messi also got knocked out that same day or the next day. It's just insane. But we just want to see a situation where uh, it's just Fabrizio Romano um, saying Manchester City currently left the negotiations for Florian Wirtz. That talks never advanced or at any final stage, just initial approach. But City believes full package is too expensive. Well, City has the money to buy whoever they want, but Liverpool also are linked to Florian Wirtz from Leverkusen. That could also be a good signing for them. Liverpool has the financial capability to do what they want to do this season. They can back that manager anyhow. But guys, let's not dive away from the topic. But Ronaldo in the UEFA in the FIFA Club World Cup will be really good for the tournament. Will be really good for football fans to watch him go ahead because he doesn't have that much years to play again. I think Ronaldo has the only time he can, the last competition he wants to be at is the World Cup 2026, and after that he can't really play. So going to play for a Brazilian team that will make him participate in the Club World Cup, potentially away or an ideal situation where he could win a trophy if they do. I see why he'll want to do this deal, but I don't know yet. I'll keep you guys posted if I get any information on the deal or if at all or what team wants to buy him. But that would be good for sports. That would be good for the tournament. You know, people would like to see Messi go ahead and go Ronaldo. Can you imagine that? That would be like how they say one last dance with the goats playing against each other. Go ahead, because it will make the tournament really exciting because some of the teams that are playing the tournament it just looks whack. You know, the tournament wouldn't look like two competition, but there's a lot of money in it. There's a lot of publicity. There's a lot of marketing and advertisement of what this tournament is going to be. You know, so many clubs. I guess teams get like what, like it's not $100 million, but I can't remember how much teams get for just participating in this tournament. Chelsea will be there because they won the Champions League like 4 years ago. It's crazy that Liverpool is not there. It's crazy that Barcelona is not there. Barcelona, for example, Barcelona needs to even be there than Real Madrid. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please, guys, help and hit the subscribe button. Help and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 100 subscribers. We're at 89 right now. Try to help your boy. Let's build this community. You know, it's football all day. It's football. It's just conversation, match reactions. You know, transfer news. But yes, guys, let me know what you guys think about this news that I just brought to you guys in the comment section below. Let's have a discussion. And I'll let you guys know what is up. You know, I keep looking for Fabrizio Romano for updates on transfers or who are those teams are trying to buy. But again, you know, this is the big week with European finals. You know, Man United is going against Spurs on Wednesday, so that will be another. Or I don't think I'll be able to do a live stream because I'll be at work at the time. But I'll do my reactions after that. It might be a little later. But let me know what you guys think. You know, please hit the subscribe button again for more content, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.